AFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still...
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Sets up the screen to Gordon.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. that might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, but it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Falcons had a woeful 3-12 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First carry for James Conner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to get a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Patterson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Green.
Here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 now. Murray towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the former Falcon, Desmond Trufant. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 30 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of...
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 up. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Let's go. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Bird to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Second and 8 coming up.
52. Green gap. Red cycle.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. A nice pick up there. Tim should be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on third and long following the sack. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Number 38.
They'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They're going to keep it on the ground. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following
the intent still the same and what they plan to do on offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Murray now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From just shy of midfield, Murray towards the end zone for Brown. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
It'll be Murray on the keeper.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Set, hut. Long range.
Back to throw again. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time.
Buda Baker with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cardinals will add to their fourth quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 now. And he slings one that's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
The window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That's multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to get...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down and one less down to try and get it.
Let's go now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive court.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the former Falcon, Desmond Trufant. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Cardinals 37, Falcons 22. To kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Jackrabbit.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready. Red cycle.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Red green. Red yellow.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find Patterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's a give up the middle. That's Gordon. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Arizona, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with 1 game remaining.
thought they rather tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that now a better capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pending. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now. Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that's funky. About my face, wearing that monkey. Not that. That might give you life advice. Get some money. 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 Get some money.